Too ambitious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. That'd be really funny to like recreate like peaks of your, or even some kind of Wackle remake even. I really felt like I was able to get to that last time. Okay, I was. Victory? Sounds like what I'm about to do. Oh, it might be a bit taller than I thought at first. I thought I underjumped it there for a second. Okay. No! You gotta be kidding me. I should be able to get this. It doesn't look too difficult. Okay. No! The heck? Okay. Oh, I lagged off of it. Oh no! I accidentally did the super jump. Alright. I keep on doing that one on accident, which is a whole lot harder than not doing it, which is frustrating. There we go. Okay. Should be able to do that. That. Not do that, boy. Get a chance to jump. Mantle! All the way. Thank you. Ah! Why? No. I wasn't even close to the edge that time. It shouldn't have done the super jump. I don't know why it did. And then it just didn't mantle. No, it's making me mad. It's like the Gimkit parkour. I actually remember one day, in school. So if you don't know what Gimkit is, it's like a Kahoots, but like, or Kahoot, whatever it's called. I can't remember. I haven't done it in such a long time. It's like that, but with different mini games and with like a whole bunch of customization to like your main avatar. Your main avatar is like this little blob, kind of like a Super Meat Boy. But the standard games were like this. I don't even know what you call it. Like almost an Among Us like style spaceship, but like your goal was to get to the end together as a team. And so it was really funny because there was that one, and there was like a fishing one, and so there were some of them that were like competitive, and some of them that were team oriented, but there was one of them that came out kind of after what's that game? Only Up. And it was basically just only up, but to be able to move, you had to answer questions. And so whenever you answered questions, you got some energy and some gold. And so, oh, actually no, I think you just got energy. And so what you could do with your energy was you could move and you could jump. And your goal was to go up all the way. Well, everybody typically, like, usually the match would end before anybody got close to the top. But during my, I think it was US government class, we only had it for a semester, and I had actually gotten further than anybody had ever seen. And so I actually got a pass for my next class to stay for the next hour, because oh, you gotta be kidding me! I shouldn't have let go of space. I was so close to the end, and everybody was watching just me playing, and I was like, no pressure. And I almost fell down to the ground once, and I was like, oh no! And everybody was like, and the teacher, Miss Bagby, she was amazing. She was probably one of my favorite teachers, but she she was so stressed out. But yeah, I ended up defeating it and finally getting to the end, and I was like, let's go. So I got a hall pass for my next class, and I was telling my piano teacher, I was like, it was so sick. Nobody had ever gotten that far before. I was so happy. There we go, we finally got it. No! Oh, I couldn't even save it. What's weird is some of the objects, like hitboxes, are way different than the way they look. Those boxes there have such a weird hitbox. I don't want to sprint jump there because I know I'll over jump it, but then if I don't sprint jump, I under jump. It's just first world problems, I guess. And then I just lag off. Yeah, because that makes sense. You know what's going to be really frustrating is at some point I'm going to get like very close to the top here, and I'm going to end up lagging off of like an object for some reason. And then I'm gonna be super mad. What? Okay. No! I also like the occasional sound of me pulling out my pickaxe because I've ceased to sprint any longer. I've lost all gusto. I hate it. I want to turn that off. That little ledge jump. I want to have a little toggle where I can specifically only use it whenever I want to. It'd be fantastic. Alright, Backrooms roguelike dev. I need you to do this specific change just to your parkour level. Just because one person's complaining because he's bad at parkour. No! I was holding down spacebar in case I needed to mantle and then it jumped again. It would definitely be like really fun to do like a very climbing centered game aside from like just an obby like this. Like this piece of duck. Simple geometry makes me happy. What doesn't make me happy is the inaccurate hitboxes. No, man, no. Okay, I gotta go use the restroom. Oh, Roxy, you were right behind me. Are you okay, Roxy? You dumb dog. I don't have any walking room if you sit right behind me. Are you okay? Poor puppy. I accidentally domed you while you were trying to take a nap. Huh. That probably didn't feel good. Poor dog. Now she's moved to the side. Poor thing. I don't need to step on her like this. A major mishap. Let's see here. What's your problem now, kitty cat? Alright. My little sister was just pointing out to me that my hat, she likes it. I like it too. It does make some things awkward, like for instance, I can't really wear my headphones. I mean, I haven't tried, but I can't imagine it would go well. Stupid freaking edge jump, dude. but it does make some things awkward. It's not really too secure. Most bucket hats, unless they have like the little strap underneath, they're not typically super secure. However, I do like the way that they look. I have no problem with the way that they look. I just sometimes, you know, wish they were more secure. That's why I'm a big ball cap and beanie enjoyer. They stick to your head. There's a sun hat that I have. I didn't notice this until today, but most sun hats actually have this feature. And when I mean sun hat, I mean like the little fishing caps. Ones that you wear that they're kind of full brimmed, but they don't tend to be typically super heavy. They're typically pretty lightweight, but they're really nice, and most of them have this feature that you can take the sides and you can clip them up to like right here, almost make it like a cowboy hat. And I think it's pretty cool. And I use the cowboy hat. I don't want to say variant, but I definitely use the cowboy hat style more often than just the regular sun hat. I've definitely wanted to use it on stream, but similar to the bucket hat, I have not had the chance to because I have to use earbuds like this, and currently the audio is really scuffed for me. I don't know how it sounds for you guys. I hope it doesn't sound as scuffed. I guess it probably would have been a good idea to check. But I'm fairly confident that it shouldn't change the audio incoming system from the game. I don't know how they did it, but they made it to where almost every item, like, you can't fall and save yourself. It feels like all the items are like perfectly spaced around one another. Boy. I had a pretty good dinner today. I had basically leftovers of all the stuff that I bring with me for lunches. So throughout the work week, because it's easier and cheaper, I just pack all of the stuff that I would normally use for a sandwich, but I just leave it all separate. So I bring a loaf with me every day. I bring some salami, some ham, and some cheese. I've recently been using this baked cheese, and it's pretty good. Thank you, viewer Bob. What was it? Oh, baked cheese, and it's pretty good, but it's only really good whenever it's been like microwaved or heated up some way, shape, or form. I've only really had it microwaved, and so since I've been working at the same place every bummer. Since I've been working at the same place every day for the past 2 weeks, they've got a microwave there, and so I'm just, okay, that's fine with me, that it's only good whenever it's warmed up. So I got to finish off this today because I had quite a bit left over. Because on Thursday, our boss had bought us some lunch. We'd had some. He'd bought us some lunch, which was this really nice Mexican place. I think it was called Tiger's Taqueria. Probably butchering the name. It's a really nice place. And it used to be where a burger joint was. But that burger joint was so expensive for some like mediocre product, so it died like really quickly. Like, I don't even know if it was open for a year or not. Okay, gotta stay blocked in right here. Okay. This seems alright. I think the bamboo trees are a lie. They're like birds. Government spies. Okay. No! Okay. Oh, that was so scary. I thought I was gonna have to do those beginning jumps again, and I was like, no. Okay. I've been currently editing some more of the Subnautica content, and as I've been doing that, I've oh, why does it move faster on here? That's weird. And I've realized that quite a bit of the stuff that I was confused about at the intro, I'm like, why was I confused about that? It plainly says this is gonna not digest well. And I was like, but I cooked it. And I was like, yeah, but the cooked product said it wasn't gonna digest well. So as I was editing, I made sure to point it out a bit. Why did it bounce off of it? No! Back to the drawing board. Oh my goodness. You definitely got it though. Definitely. Oh my goodness. The most recent video that I posted, the Super Meat Boy 3D Part 2 one, that one was a pain in the batukas to edit. Not actually because the editing was hard, but merely because I think I was experimenting with a lot of the editing features on CapCut, but because I had like messed with so much of the stuff and then like returned it back to normal but without undoing any of it, so it was just basically double edited without any actual like changes to it. It was basically just cut up into a bunch of clips and then re-put back into one clip, and for some reason doing that's not gonna end well. I jumped way too early. But for some reason my PC was just not having it. And so every time like that I started editing the second half of it, because the first half I'd edited a while back, but the second half I'd edited in like the past week. But it had like genuinely caused my PC to tweak out a couple of times. To the extent of I had to like uninstall and reinstall CapCut like 5 times with like different processes. To the extent where I was like, okay, you know what I'm gonna have to do? I just uninstalled it, reinstalled it. Well, sorry, I uninstalled it, reset my PC, and then installed it from the Windows Store, and then downloaded it from the internet. And then after I had done that, why am I just sliding on it? My blood, sweat, and tears. It's making it hard. It's only this section, too. Like, the section up above is so much easier than this. I say that, and then there's gonna be like a bunch of weird sprint jumps that you can barely mantle on later on. What was I talking about? Oh, and then I had to like make sure that I ran as an administrator, and then it finally worked. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Why did I just slide off of it? Boy, yoy, yoy. You gotta be kidding me. I'm pretty stoked for the next time that we actually run through the Backrooms, because I've got enough diamonds to unlock the shotguns. If I can do that, then I will have access to multiple shotguns. And I like doing the shotguns. It makes a lot of the why was it lagging? It makes a lot of the earlier levels go by a lot quicker. So, and it makes the later levels, whenever I've got a big damage boost, it's pretty handy and dandy for dealing with the guys who don't like to be dealt with at range. I definitely think I prefer the shotguns over the explosives. Surely because I think the explosives just take too long to reload. And it makes the combat actually like really boring. So it ends up being like, oh, I gotta reload, gotta go back behind the wall. So it's just a bunch of jiggle peeking with an explosive weapon. I'd rather have like some way to make a explosive weapon with limited ammo, kind of like the grenades, but just make them really powerful, as opposed to. I mean, I know I jumped a little bit early on that one, but it looked like I should have been able to. Beyond me, I guess. But I mean, I'm sure the explosive weapons with enough damage boost, I mean, that would probably make a big difference, especially on the earlier levels. Okay, there we go. Gotta learn like which objects are mantleable and which ones are better not to mantle. Like these ones here. What? I was almost certain that I was on that, but I guess not. Hey there, Super Meat Boy. You having a blast? I'm having a blast. And you just didn't jump. No longer having a Super Meat Boy. I'm gonna need a high five. Also, I don't understand why they don't have a separate, like, keybinds for the emotes. Unless they do and I just missed it. I'll probably look through it here in a second if I need to calm down for a minute. The later sections don't even bother me that much. It's just this beginning section. And it's probably because I don't want to do it the right way. So I do that silly goofy edge jump from the dance floor. You know, I bet you I don't even have to climb on any of those. I bet you I could jump straight to that car. Not that I should. Just take it slowly. No need to rush it. Yeah, in school we had our mix of games that we'd use to study. You had obviously Kahoots, then later on there was like Look It, and then it was Gimkit. I'm trying to think if there were any others. Look It was really cool because they had the tower defense, and they had a Slay the Spire kind of game, which, if you don't know what Slay the Spire is, it's a roguelike deck building game. It's pretty fun. It's led the way, paved the way for a lot of, I guess, less. It made for a better like turn-based style roguelike that a lot of other turn-based style roguelikes were able to base their games off of. Okay, I think this is where I lost last time. For a very probable reason. Is this all it's for? No way. It's just XP. Please tell me there's something else. Get a player tag. Okay.